So, to much despair to horror game enthusiasts, as a result of the Kojima Nani clusterfuck of 2015, it was announced that Silent Hills, the highly anticipated love child of Hideo Kojima and Guillermo del Toro, would be cancelled, and its wildly popular demo PT would be removed from the store on April 29th, 2015. When I read this, I was devastated. I couldn't have waited to see what the full game would have turned out to be. Oh, but don't worry kids, while Silent Hills won't be continued, Konami will still continue to develop Silent Hill games. We all know what that means. It's been about a month now since the game was taken down, and whether you're sad that you missed the chance to ever try PT, or lost in some crazy delusion that your PS4 will now magically be worth thousands of dollars, it's important to look back and remember all of the things that PT did so incredibly well as remember the parts that it didn't really succeed in. Do you like video games? Do you like the color green? If so, head to Green Man Gaming with the link in the description to browse tons of games, and use the code provided to save 20% off your next purchase and support me. First things first, I just want to stress to you all just how difficult it was to record gameplay for this video. I mean, when it comes to horror games, I am a giant pussy! So when I played this for the video, you better believe I had my armor on. I mean, I have seen this game played so many times. I've beaten it 3 times, I've seen countless Let's Plays, I know exactly how everything in the game works to where I could beat it really fast if I didn't have to pause the game every 5 seconds to regain my composure. But for some reason, every single time I play it, it never ceases to terrify me. And the reason for that being that the build-up for the scares in PT is like nothing I've ever played. If I ever had to play this game with headphones on or in a dark room, I would die! No other game has made me more terrified than PT, and that's credited to one very important thing: the atmosphere.
I walked. I could do nothing but walk.
You see that? That's what we like to call subtleness. There's no big in-your-face scream with unnecessary blood and gore and such. It just leaves you to wonder exactly what the hell you're looking at. As humans, we fear what we don't understand. In modern horror games like The Evil Within, for example, you've got big, bloody, dramatic gore and monsters and screaming and dramatic music with no subtlety at all, and that's just a very different style of horror. Halfway through Evil Within, there was nothing that could scare me. I had seen it all. I never felt like I was in danger or helpless because of my explosive crossbow and powerful shotgun. But I digress. The jump scares in PT are masterful because of the intense build-up and atmosphere. Let's look at the first one in the game where Lisa grabs the doorknob to try and spook you. First time that happened to me, I fell out of my goddamn chair. The reason it works so well is because it builds your curiosity to just what's inside the bathroom just right, and then BAM! Crazy lady, like nothing even happened. What? Were you expecting some dramatic music? Were you expecting some kind of Freddy scare? The atmosphere and music makes no big deal about what just happened, and affirms to you that what you just saw is a normal occurrence, so you better get used to it. And then there's the scare that everyone knows. The kill. Guys, I'm sorry, I have to jump scare you. It's for the good of the video, it's for informative purposes. Alright, let's analyze that a bit further. What I find so brilliant about this jump scare is that it perfectly times its dramatic scare noise with your own screams. You know how our minds take like a millisecond to realize what's happening? There's a good amount of time where Lisa shows up and it is silent, and just as your mind realizes that you're about to be murdered, boom, scary noise. Also, look at that face. That's a pretty damn scary face. 10 out of 10, the scariest of all time! But let me stop myself. Everyone here knows that PT is scary. Nobody is going to debate the chilling atmosphere or brilliant presentation. When I hear people criticize PT, it's for one common reason, and that's the gameplay, or lack thereof. I mean, you control a character and move and press buttons and zoom in on things, but to Silent Hill fans looking for the next Silent Hill game, PT is not giving them what they want. There are no items to find, no monsters to kill or hide from, no notes, nothing you would find in an actual Silent Hill release. And granted, PT is not representative of the final release, which is good when considering the full game Silent Hills, if ever released, would have been an actual game, but when concerning PT alone, there's not a lot of gameplay going on. And I know you're probably angry with me that I'm being so harsh on a game that's free. I mean, it's a free demo. Can I really complain? And the answer is yes. Just because a game is free, it shouldn't be devoid of criticism. But despite my complaints, when you consider PT purely by just how scary a video game can be, it's one of the scariest games of all time. And when you consider it as a genuine video game, and things that a video game should have, PT is only one of the most scariest experiences of all time. It's a shame that we might never get to see how Silent Hills would have turned out, but you can rest assured that if it does, I will be one of the first to get my hands on it and make someone else play it. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and leave a comment telling me what the scariest game you've ever played is. I'm really curious. If you'd like to see a full playthrough of PT with my brother and I from Extra Life last year, then click the link on the screen. That game turned us from proud men into puny little boys. Here's a sneak peek.
Oh God! Woo! Woo! Oh God! Oh! Oh my God!
Damn, I'm good. I'm so